What is going on, traders? Welcome back to the Traveling Trader. In this video, we will be talking about my top 10 stocks for March 2021. And this month specifically, I'm really excited to be doing this series, a series that you guys know and love. And the reason that I'm excited is because we recently had a market downturn. No, it's not a bear market. No, it is not even a market correction. We came close to a market correction, specifically on the NASDAQ. I think we were down about 8%. But we definitely had a drawdown, and I still think the risk of a correction is there, but I'm on record as saying time and time again, I don't think we will enter a bear market. The US stock market doesn't have a habit of that, and there are too many positive catalysts upcoming for us to actually hit a double bear market back to back. And for those new traders, a bear market is 20% or more of a drop in the overall market. So that is why I'm really excited to bring to you my top 10 stocks for March 2021. If you get anything out of this video, leave it a big fat thumbs up. Leave it in the comment section below. Let me know which one of these stocks you are trading. And if you want access to our private trading group where I send out all of my trades, penny stocks, options, stocks, long-term holds, all my portfolios, a group of over 5,000 amazing traders. Link is in the description below. Let's get right into it. All right, let us talk real quick. So if you're not new to this channel, you know that I rarely endorse any products or services here. I will only put my name behind a reputable institution and behind a product that falls in line with the channel's niche, something that you guys will actually get practical use out of. And that is why I'd like to extend a big thank you to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. And as traders and travelers and sometimes traveling traders, you know that your information is of the utmost importance, especially when you are in countries or areas where that information might be compromised. We're talking about bank accounts and brokerage accounts here, definitely not anything to play with. And there have been a few places that I've traveled to where banking and trading are geo-restricted. And even if you're not geo-restricted, you still have to worry about security and privacy. And Surfshark VPN protects your data with industry-leading measures by using uncrackable encryption and the most up-to-date and secure VPN protocols. And one of my favorite things about Surfshark is it is the only VPN that allows you to use one account for an unlimited number of devices. We're talking PC, Mac, Linux, iOS, Android, Xbox, PlayStation. It has an app for practically every device. So use my promo code TRADER and get 83% off plus 3 months free of Surfshark VPN. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to try it. That is promo code TRADER. All of the links will be in the description below. All right, so stock number one, and this will come as no surprise to you, especially if you are familiar with this channel, is MP Materials Corporation. Now this stock recently made an all-time high, actually today it did, and I'm so happy that we bought it at the 50-day moving average retest here. And I've been making videos time and time again on MP. I'm sure, as I said, if you guys are familiar with the channel, you know about this. But the last time that we bought MP, it was just under $29. It is now almost at 50 bucks. It actually hit a high of $51 today. Now, MP is a rare earth metals mining corporation. And the reason that I'm very bullish on this, I'm very bullish on rare earth metals in general for 2021. I believe that is one of the most vital sectors along with cannabis, clean energy, and EVs. But rare earth metals actually plays a hand in many sectors, including EV batteries, including clean energy, and as well as microprocessors. And as you know, there is a chip shortage now, and part of the reason why there is a major chip shortage is because of the materials that are required to create semiconductors. So I'm on record as saying that I think MP will be at least $100 by the end of the year. Don't quote me on that. Could be later, could be earlier, who knows? But I'm very bullish on MP. Biden recently signed an executive order to review critical supply chains, specifically focused on semiconductors, which are, again, rare earth metals play a key part in. Key minerals and materials, which are literally rare earth metals, and then pharmaceutical ingredients, and then advanced batteries like the ones used in electrical vehicles, which again, rare earth metals play a part in. MP also got a price hike from Morgan Stanley. They gave it an overweight rating and a $57 price target. So yes, you are buying in kind of high here. Again, learn how to read a chart. At least from a superficial level, you should learn how to read a chart so that you can know what the price that you're entering represents. But if you are buying for the long term, you can continue to dollar cost average and buy and keep buying on the way down and on the way up to get a better average price. One other thing you can do on a stock like MP is buy 100 shares and sell a covered call. If you sell a covered call, you get some of that premium back and you can lower the cost basis of your shares. So let's just say, for instance, that you bought MP right now at $49. Well, you can come in here to June and you can sell the $60 call for $700 around there, which means that you would get $7 per share back. So instead of $49, you are, as a matter of fact, paying $42. Now, if MP hits $60 and you get assigned, then you are forced to give up your shares, but you will be giving them up for a profit since you already bought them at $49. Plus, you get to keep the premium from selling the covered call. Anyway, just an idea. Let's move on to stock number 2. All right, stock number 2 is UWMC, or United Wholesale Mortgage Corporation. Now, there are many reasons why I love this stock right now. For one, the price point is below what the SPAC price was. This used to be a SPAC priced at $10. It has now changed tickers. It is UWMC, and it is trading at $9 and change. Now, another reason why I like UWMC is because it is, as a matter of fact, one of the top mortgage companies in the US, along with Rocket Mortgage. And because of that, there is also a sympathy play. As you may know or may not know, Rocket Mortgage recently shot up in price. Sure, partly due to maybe a Reddit-themed rally, but it also has the fundamentals and it killed earnings. So not only was UWMC founded in 1986, so it's actually an established private company like Rocket was, it has over 2,600 employees. And in terms of numbers, it reported a Q4 2020 net income of $1.37 billion. 821% increase over Q4 2019. It also declared its first quarterly dividend of 10 cents per share. And like I said, this could be a Rocket sympathy play. Rocket saw an increase of 71% today. I don't know how much of that was organic, but it was definitely due for a run. And if you look at UWMC, again, it's trading below $10. And we have a long way to go. This stock, when it was a SPAC, was at the $14.50 level, around there. So we have quite a way to go. If you look at percentages, that would represent, if it got back to its all-time high, I mean, we're talking about almost 60% gain. And it is oversold on all the indicators. The OBVs is curling up, the MACD is curling up, the RSI is curling up. I really like this stock for March 2021 and beyond. All right, stock number 3 is NEO. NEO actually took a dive. We are now below the 100-day moving average, something that a lot of NEO enthusiasts never thought they would see, because NEO was almost $70 just a month ago, and we have dropped almost 40% in NEO's value. Now, for all of you dip buyers or dip wishers, this is a perfect opportunity to pick up an EV that all of you have wanted to own. So I hope that you actually pull the trigger. Obviously, it's your decision, but those of you who pray for the dip, you now have a 40% discount on a stock that you claim never dropped, and we are now at a pivotal level. Let's see if it can hold the 100-day moving average. Now, what I did on NEO is I actually sold puts on NEO. So if you know a little bit more than a surface understanding on options, you know that you could sell cash secured puts for stocks that you really want to own cheaper. How does this work? Well, let's go to NEO and I'll show you. If you go to NEO, and by the way, you're probably not going to get this on any other channel except for this one. And that is because I care about you and we know how to trade options around here. So let's see what we're going to do. You can come in here. Let's just say we go to the June expiry. You could sell the $40 put on NEO for $6 or $600. What does that mean? Well, that means that if NEO hits $40 and you get assigned, then you will be obligated to buy 100 shares of NEO, but you got paid $6 per share or $600 for this put. So your cost basis on NEO will actually be $34. Now, who wouldn't, in the right mind, who want to own NEO, who wouldn't buy NEO at $34? In this case, you're getting paid to wait to buy the dip on NEO, so you don't have to make a decision whether you want to buy it at 43. You can sell the $40 cash secured put, and if you get assigned, then you buy 100 shares of NEO at $34. Great deal, in my opinion. Or you can obviously just dollar cost average, which you already knew probably. All right, stock number 4 is TSM, or Taiwan Semiconductor. And by the way, I'm not putting any penny stocks here because I did a whole penny stocks video dedicated to the top 10 stocks for March 2021. you could check it out here. These are just going to be non-penny stocks. So TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, this is a stock that everyone should be bullish on, especially if you're familiar with the semiconductor industry and the fact that there is a shortage in semiconductors worldwide, and there will continue to be for the next decade likely, as it is hard to mine those rare metals. And the demand for semiconductors, because of technologies like AI and EVs and other emerging tech, there is such a heavy requirement and a heavy demand for semiconductors, both GPUs and CPUs. And TSM has long worked with other semiconductor companies and is currently working with Apple. It is also at the 50-day moving average after it dropped. Let's see how much it dropped from its high. But TSM dropped almost 13% from its recent high. So glad to buy TSM here at the 50-day moving average. This is one that I will be averaging into for the very long term. It also pays a dividend of 35 cents per share, and it is a healthy, profitable company that has been around for a very long time. All right, stock number 5 on the list is IPOE. Now, this is the SPAC that is likely to take SoFi public. And the reason that I'm bullish on SoFi, apart from the fact that it has a wide service offering in the fintech industry, it is also seen as a potential competitor to services like Robinhood, where you can actually trade stocks on SoFi as well as cryptocurrency. And it has I guess, a more favorable name currently than Robinhood because of the situation that arose from the whole GameStop saga. Now, you'll be hard pressed to find a fintech company with this much in its service offering. It has student loan refinancing, private student loans, home loans, personal loans, SoFi Invest, which we talked about, where you can invest in ETFs, crypto, stocks, etc. It offers credit cards. It has a paycheck protection program, small business financing. There are so many services that it provides, along with insurance as well. I mean, this is a company that is ripe for going public, and IPOE is likely the SPAC to take a public, currently trading at $18. It did hit a high of almost 30 bucks. So happy to get into it here at the 50-day moving average. Again, this is not a swing trade. I will likely be averaging if the price goes down or goes up, but I want to invest in SoFi for the long term. All right, stock number 6 on the list is another metals mining company called Vale. Now, Vale operates mainly in Brazil, but it is starting to expand internationally as well. It deals with almost every metal imaginable: iron ore, manganese, nickel, copper, gold, silver, cobalt, precious metals, and others. It also deals in coal. The company was founded in 1942 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. A company with astronomical growth compared to its sector median, compared to its peers, and impressive profitability also compared to its sector median. It has almost $10 billion in cash as well, compared to an industry median of 385 million bucks. Currently trading at around 18 bucks, and my target for 2021 is somewhere in the high 20s. That could be conservative. We'll see how it goes. However, this is a company that you definitely want to buy and hold for the long term. You can't go wrong, both with its fundamentals, its technicals, and the industry that it's in, which is in high demand right now. All right, stock number 7, ICLN. This is an ETF called iShares Trust Global Clean Energy ETF. You probably guessed by the name, it deals in clean energy. It is currently sitting at the 100-day moving average. And with the new administration and things kicking off in that sector, along with a lot of the initiatives that they will bring to the table, some of the executive orders that are being signed, the fact that ICLN is oversold on the RSI, it's starting to curl on the MACD. Again, it's sitting at the 100-day moving average. It hit a high of almost $35 last month. It has a wide range of holdings in the EV space and the solar space, as well as other clean energy companies: Plug, Enphase, Verbund, Meridian, Siemens, Ormat, Dayco, First Solar, etc. So if you're bullish on clean energy, you're bullish on EV charging, and you're bullish on solar, this is a great ETF to invest in my opinion, especially where it's sitting at right now at the 100-day moving average at a major discount. All right, stock number 8 is NNDM, or Nano Dimension. Nano Dimension fell below the 50-day moving average. It is currently heading towards the 100-day moving average, where I think it will see a good amount of support, because there is a consolidation area from going all the way back to December. If it does hit the 100-day moving average and it's in the $8 range, then I will relish the opportunity to buy NNDM. And for those that don't know, NNDM has a proprietary technology called Dragonfly, which is a novel and innovative way of manufacturing and designing products through the use of 3D printing. Now, Nano Dimension recently did an offering, and that is the reason why I think that their stock price has drawn down a lot, is because their offering was a bit too large. And when you have that much of an offering and not enough new demand in the short term, there is a supply-demand imbalance for the shares, and you tend to see drawdowns such as this. But based on the increasing number of government contracts that they've been winning, the fact that we have a support level here, and increased interest from governments and companies around the world for their proprietary 3D printing process, I'm looking forward to buying NNDM here at around the 100-day moving average. Obviously, you could buy it here at around $9 and change, or you can wait to see if it finds support or falls back down to the support level. You can also do what I talked about before on NEO and sell a cash secured put on NNDM. You can go out to say August and you could sell the $10 cash secured put for almost $355, which would put you at a cost basis of $6.45 if you got assigned. All right, stock number 9 on the list is Palantir. Now, Palantir is back at this support range here, and it has even a longer consolidation range than NNDM did. And this one is more valid because of how long the stock spent in this range. Currently sitting at the 100-day moving average, we are getting a little bit of a break on the MACD as well as the RSI. But basically going all the way back to November, investors are happy with Palantir in this range. And I believe that it will find support here and not really draw down below the $20 mark. It recently struck a deal with IBM Cloud here. You could see on IBM's website. It racked up $322 million of revenue last year, which is a 40% year-over-year growth, and $150 billion in new government contracts in December 2020. And although Palantir is not an infant company, it's actually been a private company for a while, its recent profile as a public company has really increased interest in its service offering as it continues to garner contracts. Palantir has also been a recent infatuation of my baby mama, Cathie Wood, because ARK has been buying up millions of shares in Palantir as well. So no surprise to see it at number 9 on my list. At the 100-day moving average, I'm okay buying Palantir for the long term. All right, and stock number 10 on the list is the cannabis company Cronos Group, CRON, currently sitting at the 50-day moving average after hitting a high of almost $16. It is currently back at the $10 range. Now, it didn't do too well on its recent earnings, but the reason that I'm bullish on Cronos as well as other cannabis companies is because of the impending legalization in the US that is likely coming as more states keep rolling out legalization. Recreational marijuana was legalized in Virginia, which happens to be right next to DC. I don't know if that's symbolic or not, but Cronos is one of the few cannabis companies that actually happened to turn a profit last year. It is also experiencing a 76% year-on-year growth compared to a sector median of under 5%, as well as a forward revenue growth rate of 80%. Now, trading cannabis can be volatile, but if you're buying it at these major support levels, then you should be fine for the long term. And I suspect that that volatility will start to dissipate as legalization spreads over the states, and hopefully we get federal legalization as well. Anyway, traders, that is it for this video. If you got anything out of this video, leave it a big fat thumbs up just like this. Leave it in the comment section below. Let me know which one of these stocks you are excited to trade. If you want access to our private trading group, link is in the description below. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Stay safe out there, traders. Peace.